Welcome back on your own channel Sachitometry with Sachit Singh. Today I am going to explain what are bases, what are alkalis, as well as we will see classification of bases. Okay, so let's begin. It's a very small topic. We'll try to understand bases, examples, and many more things. So first of all, we'll try to understand what are bases. Bases categorize into three categories. I'm giving a simple key so you can easily understand. Bases are compound which contains or which have hydroxide ion. Okay. Hydroxide ion you can say, or you can say hydroxyl ion. Bases which can have oxide ion. Okay. And the bases which can have also a non-metal which also contain hydroxide ion, which is also a base. Generally metal hydroxide or metal oxides are bases, but there is only one, you can say, exception, you can say, is a non-metal. There is no single metal is present in this compound, but it is still a base. So this is the third category of base, but mainly you focus on these two. If you write the definition of bases, you can say bases is a compound which have either metallic hydroxide ion or metallic oxide, or ion you don't use metal bases which contain metal hydroxide or metal oxide, and it will react with acid, or you can use hydronium ion to form salt and water. It's a very simple classification, a very simple definition. Bases are those compounds which contains either hydroxide ion or oxide ion or ammonium hydroxide. When reacts with acid, it gives salt and water. So all either hydroxide or either oxide or ammonium hydroxide, when they react with acid, they always give salt and water. I have written here hydroxide. You can write here metal hydroxide, or you can write here metal oxide. So very simple key I am giving so you can easily understand. Now next classification, hydroxide classified into two categories. Okay, one is water soluble, and another is insoluble in water. Okay, water soluble, if bases which contain hydroxide water soluble, then that is called alkali. Okay, that is called alkali, and if not, it is only called base. So very simple classification. Once again, bases categorized into, or bases those compounds which contain hydroxide ion, oxide ion, or ammonium hydroxide. Hydroxide categorized into water soluble base and water insoluble base. If it is water soluble, that is called alkali. If not, it is only called base. So you can say that our question can come, what is alkali? So you can say that those bases which are soluble in water is called alkali. If not, it is called base. So you can also write one statement here. All bases are not alkali. All bases are not alkali, but all alkalis are bases. Then what are alkali? Soluble bases are called alkali. Right. As I said that when bases react with acid, it gives salt and water. So I'm going to give a few examples so you can easily understand. So I hope this classification is clear. Now we'll see the example here. As I have mentioned, acid. We take example that is already taught. What is acid? Classification of acids, example of acids, preparation of acids, as well as chemical and physical properties of acids that already I have explained, and that is video is already posted on the channel Sachitometry. So you again go through the video and try to understand what is acids and their properties. Acid is, example is HCl. You take any metal hydroxide as for example NaOH. It is a base because term has came OH minus. If you break into iron, it will break into Na plus and OH minus. It will break into H plus and Cl minus. So as the concept, when acid react with bases, either hydroxide, oxide or ammonium hydroxide, it always gives salt and water, right? So after breaking into radicals, this is for a rough work I have written here, so you can do it in the rough place, not in the same page of the answer sheet. So positive of the first will go with the negative of the second reactant, and both will form water as the concept. And the positive of the first second reactant, positive part of the second reactant will go with the negative part of the first reactant. You can see that both are monovalent. One is positive, one is having one positive, another is having one negative. It means it will form, or they will form NaCl, and it is a salt because it doesn't contain hydroxyl ion or not containing any replaceable hydrogen atom. So that is called salt. We will discuss in the next or coming explanation or coming topic. I will give you what is salt and how it is classified. We are here only discussing about bases and their classification. So I hope you are clear with these examples. I am giving more examples so you can understand. I am removing this at top. And now hydroxyl example I have taken. Now I am going to take oxide example. CuO, copper oxide. Take example of acid. Very simple example, HNO3. HNO3 is an acid. Break into radicals, it will break into H plus and NO3 minus. It will break into Cu2 plus NO2 minus. Acid plus base gives salt and water. So positive of the first, negative of the second will give H2O, and positive of the second reactant will give negative of the, with the negative of the first reactant, negative part of the first reactant. It is divalent, it is monovalent, cross multiply Cu2 plus and NO3 minus. One will come this side, two will go that side, and बनाएगा क्या? Copper का nitrate, and that is a salt. It is not a base, it is not an acid because it doesn't contain hydroxyl ion, nor it is containing any replaceable hydrogen atom. Got it? So it is not salt. It is not, sorry, it is not a base, it is not an acid, it is a salt. Now we'll see example a reaction with ammonium hydroxide also, so you can understand the reaction with hydroxyl ion. Now take another example of acid H2SO4 react with NH4OH, right? Break into iron, it break into H plus and SO4 2 minus, it break into NH4 plus and OH minus. I hope you are clear with the radicals. If you know the radicals, you can easily understand how to write reactions. If you know the concept of the radicals, if you are not knowing, you must watch video which is already uploaded on YouTube channel Radicals. So for subscribe the channel Sachitometry, you will get the information whenever whatever topic is uploaded on the channel. So must know the radicals. So positive of the first will go with the negative of the second and will form water. And similarly the reactant second, positive part will go with the reactant of the first, negative part. Both will cross multiply the radical and they form NH4 whole twice SO4. So I hope you are clear with the reaction when acid react with bases it forms salt and water. Now I'm going to move to the next section, and that is classification of bases. I hope you are clear with the examples of bases, concept of base, definition of base, and reactions. Few reactions I explained, which is very clear to you. Now we'll see classification of bases. Yes, in your syllabus, or we will discuss here two topics. The first is on the basis of strength, or you can say on the basis of a strength, or you can also say I'll write the same thing, on the basis of strength. Classification on the basis of strength, and second on the classification based on acidity. I'm not talking for that acidity that you have gone for party and taken a lot of foods and you are suffering from this disease. I'm not for that, but it is related to that. Strength, on strength, it is classified into two categories. The first is strong alkali and second is weak alkali. It's a very important topic. We'll try to understand. Already I have explained what are alkali. Alkali, soluble bases are called alkali. Strong alkali means will be completely soluble in water. So it contains only ions. If it is completely soluble, it is complete soluble in water, means it contains only ions. If it is partial soluble, or you can say incomplete, partial or incompletely soluble in water, then it contains ions as well as molecules. So question can come to you. Strong alkalis are very strong electrolyte or good conductor of electricity. So your answer will be because it is completely dissociate. You can use this word also, completely dissociate or complete soluble in water. So it has only ion or ions. This is why strong alkalis are strong electrolyte, or you can say they are good conductor of electricity. But in case of weak alkali, you can say they are partial dissociate, or it is partial soluble in water or incomplete soluble in water. This is why it gives ions as well as molecules. So you can also answer that because of that they are very weak conductor of electricity, or you can also say they are what? They are weak electrolyte. So I hope I am clear with this. Examples you can remember NaOH and KOH in your syllabus. The two are given, so remember these two examples of strong alkali and weak alkali, CaOH whole twice and NH4OH, ammonium hydroxide. Got it? If it is asked to you, is it alkali or not? Copper hydroxide is alkali or not? यहाँ पे भी हाइड्रोक्साइड है, यहाँ भी हाइड्रोक्साइड है, यहाँ भी हाइड्रोक्साइड है, तो क्या यह अल्कली है कि नहीं? You can check it. Dissolve in aqueous solution in water. If yes, it will be. If not, it will not be alkali. मतलब अगर ये पानी में पूरी तरह से घुल जा रहा है, पूरी तरह से मिल जा रहा है, तो यह अल्कली होगा. अगर नहीं तो यह अल्कली नहीं होगा. But my answer is here, it is not an alkali because it is insoluble in water. So you can do the practical for the rest of the chemicals and then you get the answer. It will be soluble or not. But here in your book, whatever is given example, just you have to learn it. because you can't do practical in this lockdown period. So just simply you learn which is strong alkali, which is alkali, which is weak alkali, right? Now we are going to move to the second part of the classification, that is very important, the term acidity. So we'll try to understand first what is acidity. जब हम लोग खाना खा लेते हैं ज़्यादा तो पेट में गुड़गुड़ होने लगता है और डकार आने लगता है खट्टा खट्टा, हम लोग उसी को एसिडिटी बोलते हैं. रियली? यस राइट, उसी को हम लोग एसिडिटी बोलते हैं. सो यू हैव हर्ड दैट व्हेन समबडी गेट untimely food or get more food, when he or she is getting free of cost that food, then he takes more, and then after he feel that his her stomach is not working in a proper way, then he is suggested or she is suggested to take ENO or suggested to take medicine. You know why? Because that medicine contains an acid which neutralize the bases or acidity which is in the acid, which is in the stomach. So we'll discuss later on. First we'll see the what is acidity. In a very simple term you can say that number of hydroxyl ion, OH ion, number of hydroxyl ion is furnished by 1 mole of or 1 molecule of that base is known as acidity of that base. Once again I'm going to repeat, I'm going to say in Hindi कि एक मॉलिक्यूल या एक मोल बेस, ठीक है, कितना नंबर ऑफ हाइड्रोनियम आयन फर्निश्ड कर रहा है एक्वस स्टेट में, इन एक्वस स्टेट, जब उसको वाटर में मिलाया गया, तो उसी प्रॉपर्टी को हम लोग बोलते हैं एसिडिटी. ओके, इफ इट इज गिविंग 1 OH group, 1 OH ion, when it is dissolved in aqueous state, then that is called monoacidic base. If 2, it is called diacidic base. If it is giving 3, it is called triacidic base, right? So if definition come, what is acidity? Very simple, you can say the number of hydroxyl ion is furnished by 1 mole of an acid in an aqueous state, that is known as acidity of base. On that basis it is classified into 3 categories, that is monoacidic base, second is diacidic base, and the third is triacidic base, right? Mono means 1, means it will furnish how many OH ion? 1. Di means 2, di means 2 means it will furnish 2 hydronium ion, and tri means 3 hydronium ion it will furnish. Very simple examples we can take. NaOH, it will furnish 1, KOH, it will furnish 1 OH, NH4OH, it will furnish 1 OH group, right? Dibasic example, there are many examples, like CaOH whole twice, yes, it is dibasic acid. Tribasic acid example, you can take AlOH whole twice, sorry, thrice. So these are the example of mono, di and triacidic base according to the number of hydroxyl ion present in that base, right? So I hope I'm clear with the classification of bases, definition of bases, example of bases, what are alkalis, what are the example of alkalis, what are called strong alkalis and what are called weak alkalis, and why they are called strong alkalis and why they are called weak alkalis. So revise this topic again and again, go through the video, pause it, see again you pause, again you go through, then you will easily understand this basic concept of bases, its classification and definitions. And very soon I will post video on the topic preparation of bases, how to prepare bases. That will be the second video of base, and then after I will post a video which will based on chemical and physical properties of bases. So till now you enjoy this video, and try to understand bases. Thank you. Have a good day.